Okay, today we are diving deep into one of the most interesting tech companies on the planet, Xiaomi. Now, you probably know them for their phones, right? But what if I told you that's just the tip of the iceberg? This is really a story about a company building an everything empire. We're talking everything from smart gadgets to electric cars. Let's get into it. So, this is the big question, isn't it? How on earth does a company known for selling affordable phones end up competing with giants like Apple and even Tesla? It sounds a little crazy, but the answer is this incredible strategic play that most people completely miss. It's all in their business model. All right, first up, let's pull back the curtain on Xiaomi's strategic blueprint. Because you gotta understand, this isn't just about selling hardware. It's about building an entire world for its users and a seriously powerful financial engine for the company. Okay, this slide is the key to everything. Xiaomi's core idea is actually pretty simple, but it is so powerful. They sell hardware, phones, smart toasters, you name it, at razor-thin margins. The goal isn't to get rich off the device itself. No, the hardware is basically a Trojan horse to get you, the customer, into their ecosystem. The real money, the serious profit, comes from all the high-margin internet services that you use on those devices. And here's how that ecosystem just keeps growing and getting stronger. Think of it like a flywheel. Step one, they pull you in with that awesome low-cost hardware. Step two, they build this interconnected world they call human times car times home, where all your devices just work together perfectly. And that makes the whole experience super sticky, right? You don't want to leave. And then step three, they monetize that massive engaged user base with high profit services. More users mean a stronger ecosystem, which means more service revenue, which then pays for more cool hardware. The wheel just spins faster and faster. So it's a clever strategy, for sure. But does it actually make money? Well, let's follow the numbers, because they tell a really fascinating story. Now, at first glance, if you just look at their revenue, you'd think, yep, they're a hardware company. In the first quarter of 2025, smartphones and all their IoT gadgets made up the vast majority of their sales. But if you stop there, you are missing the entire point. And here it is. This is the big reveal. The picture completely flips when you look at profit. See that tiny little slice of revenue from internet services? Well, that little slice generates almost all of the company's profit. The hardware is the bait. The software and services, that's where the money is. This is the secret sauce to the entire Xiaomi model. And this number right here is the engine that drives it all. A massive 77% gross margin on internet services. I mean, when you put that next to the tiny, single-digit margins on their hardware, it becomes crystal clear why their whole business is built to pull people into that software world. And the results? They really speak for themselves. In Q1 2025, revenue shot up by almost 50%, while their adjusted net profit exploded by over 60%. So this isn't just some theory. This flywheel is working, and it's creating some seriously powerful growth. Of course, Xiaomi isn't doing all this in a bubble. They are in the ring, fighting some intense battles against the biggest names in tech. I love this slide because it shows such a clear contrast, especially with Apple. See, Apple's genius is that they make huge profits on both their premium hardware and their services. Xiaomi's model is fundamentally different. They basically give away the hardware margin to get users, then make it all back on the services. It's just two totally different ways to get to a very profitable place. And hey, their strategy has absolutely worked to get them a seat at the main table. Xiaomi is consistently a top 3 player in the global smartphone market, breathing right down the necks of Samsung and Apple. They are a massive force to be reckoned with, no doubt about it. But smartphones and smart homes? That's not enough for them. Now, Xiaomi is making its boldest, most audacious move yet. They're rolling into a brand new battlefield, the electric vehicle market. So why cars? Why get into such a difficult business? Well, for Xiaomi, a car isn't just a car. It is the ultimate smart device. It's the final, crucial piece of the puzzle to complete their human-by-car-by-home ecosystem. This is the ultimate test. Can their model really stretch from your pocket to your living room and now all the way into your garage? And they are not wasting any time. After launching their SU7 sedan in 2024, they're already talking about an SUV for 2025 and are planning to expand into Europe by 2027. For a company that's brand new to the auto industry, that is an incredibly ambitious and fast-paced plan. But, this kind of massive ambition, it comes with equally massive risks. The road ahead for Xiaomi is anything but smooth, and they are facing some very serious headwinds. So let's just break down these risks. First, you've got regulatory hurdles, like a huge tax dispute in India, which is a critical market for them. Second, the EV market is a total shark tank, with giants like Tesla and BYD already dominating. Third, their main business, smartphones, is a market that's pretty much saturated. And finally, building cars is just insanely expensive. It's going to be a long, cash-burning road before they see any profit there. Any one of these things could seriously derail their plans. Which brings us to this final billion-dollar question. Can Xiaomi actually use this ecosystem strategy to go up market and really compete with the premium players like Apple and Tesla? Or is its real destiny to be the undisputed champion of the middle market? The answer to that question is going to define the entire next chapter for this everything empire.